Well, we're live. We're here in Vegas and getting ready to go downtown. I think we're going to the Sphere and we're gonna go shopping. Um, it's been a great trip. I need to send this out to people. I gotta see how to share it. Oh, there we go. I can share it to copy the link. Let me share it to my Discord. Currently live, and I'm in Las Vegas. No, I'm not downtown right now. I'm at our hotel. Well, it's not a hotel. It's our townhouse, timeshare. It's pretty nice. We're like I think we're a mile and a half away from the Rio, so that was delightful. Yesterday when I did the video there. Um, I don't know if there's any. Oh, there we go. Am I able to see that? No, we're good. Okay, cool. Anyway, so going live here from Vegas is a little different. Didn't bring my computer, didn't bring all my stuff with me, but I'm here now. And I don't even know if the chat, I don't know if I could see the chat, so I don't know if you guys are chatting or not. Probably not. Um, but it's all a story. We drove in, which was pretty fun because usually we take the back roads from Palm Springs all the way through, but those back roads it was like to standstill traffic, so we actually took the freeway, which I hadn't done ever in my life. I've never driven that way. It's a climb, it's like 4,000 feet up through Barstow, and then you come down and you hit Vegas, and then you hit Prim. So Prim is on State Line, right? And that's where like everyone goes shopping. There's a shopping outlet. There's Buffalo Bills Casino and some like a roller coaster. And there was a concert. There was a concert last night, 2 nights ago. The concert was the West Coast like throwback concert. So that was going to be the game, DJ Quick, Second to None, High C, a whole bunch of rappers that I like growing up when I was young. And thank you so much, millionaires. Hello. So I wanted to go, right? But I couldn't go because we were driving through and it was too far. But to find out that the game went out there and did like one song, half a song, and left, he had a sore throat. He lost his voice. It really sucked, for the people who paid all that money. But I can't blame him either. I saw him. He tried. His voice went out as he was trying to rap, and he went on late trying to get his voice back. He was guzzling water just to keep it away. But I know all about it. Like when you make money for your voice or for whatever you're doing, it's tough. It's tough if you're not prepared. So that was unfortunate, but cool. So we drove in, got here, unpacked, went up to the room. I mean, we're here for 9 days, whatever it may be, and it's awesome, right? Once you're there, once you're in the vibe of it, in the thick of it. And we went to some of the highest rated places to eat, by the way. And those tourists that rate those places, maybe they don't know what good food is, but service was lacking, food was okay. We had breakfast in other places, and we've been riding around town. But so my buddy of mine, I have a buddy who's from Vegas. He actually lives here, and I hit him up. I was like, "Hey, we want to go through. We want to go to some nightclubs, my wife and I, because we like to dance. That's what we like to do." And they set us up at like one of the best clubs here, and we were able to go through. And the drinks were expensive. It was ridiculous. I want to say it was an open bar for my wife, but my wife's not really a drinker like that, so there was no point. She was trying to get me drinks from bar to bar, skipping around, which was pretty smart of her. But it didn't matter because we weren't there to drink. We were there to dance. We were the first ones in the club, by the way. The doors open, we were the first ones in, and we were on the list. So then they were like, "Yeah, just go in." So then they gave me like two little tablets, like to get free drinks or whatever. So I was like, "Okay, we got that." But we're out of there by midnight. Like, great. We didn't have to be there. You know how much the drinks were in Vegas, guys? This bar, when I got the tab for two drinks, one and one, two drinks, it was 60 something dollars. And I was still gonna tip because I'm a nice guy, but I mean to be out of $70, like in one round, like whatever, I was like, yo, we gotta go. That's my 2 shares of GameStop I gotta get up out of here, almost three. And well, 3 shares of GameStop actually. So got up out of there, found great. Like there was like a band playing in like this open area. They were doing great songs. we just found a lot of stuff to do as we were walking, and then we ate, and then we went back. And yesterday, we spent yesterday. Well, here's how it happened. I'll tell you what happened yesterday. Did not plan this out, right? I had told my wife, I said, "Hey, babe, I brought my microphone, like that I can plug in on my and put it on myself, and she can have her the phone recording." I was like, "If you're willing to record, we can clip something, you know." And I've already planned it out to where we're gonna clip on Tuesday. We're going down to Fremont. We're gonna give away all this free stuff, Pokemon cards and baseball and football cards and GameStop stuff, right? Even bumper stickers, you name it. We're gonna do all this. So we plan it all out. We're gonna go downtown Vegas, old school Vegas, and hand out everything to the kids we see and some of the adults if they know what's going on about gaming and cards and stuff. But so I was looking up for things to do in Vegas, like what I wanted to do in time, and it said the world's largest card show here in Vegas this weekend. Pre order, get a free ticket, do this, whatever. And it was $15 a person to get in, and it was at the Rio, and it's in the same vicinity, in the same establishment that they actually hold a portion of the World Series of Poker. So you can imagine how big this room is. It was like massive room, convention center at the Rio. And so we just started walking and we got there. I mean, we're our hotel, this place, our I say hotel, but it's like our place where we live is a mile and a half, if that. I mean, it was literally, yeah, 1.7 miles from door to door. So it took us like 5 minutes in a taxi, not even that. We were just there. So we went in and we got to the card convention. It was packed. And I talk about this because there's some people out there in Never Never Land, on YouTube or wherever, making light of what GameStop's doing, dipping into the card world. But this card world that's been thriving for years, you know, I remember. Well, think about this: cards have been around for over 100 years, right? The number one card of all time is the Horace Wagner card. It's worth millions and millions of dollars. If you guys do not know, it's like a little 1909 Horace Wagner or 1911. I can't remember the year. But growing up, knowing what Mickey Mantle rookie cards were selling for, knew about Babe Ruth, and then of course it was like King Griffey Jr. That card really sparked the hobby because Upper Deck came in, and you had Don Russ, Upper Deck, Tops, Score, Flair, and then in football side you had Pro Set, and basketball you had Skybox and Hoops. You had a lot of cards, right? Like a lot of Bowman was still big, but in 1990 they didn't release, from what I can remember. I'm trying to remember everything growing up, but you had all these cards being released, and I told you the story of how they manipulated people in the card market, right? So now that cards are prevalent, and it's like the most, it's the biggest thing going right now. There's Pokemon, there's the trading cards, right? The TCGs, but on those trading card games, there's also the collectors of them. So there's people, like I met a guy yesterday. He's like, I don't care about buying cards that are in PSA rated because I play the game. He's like, if my Pokemon cards are not wrapped in a rubber band and in my pocket, I don't care. And he's like an avid Pokemon player, right? Like they don't care. Some people don't care, but if you're a collector, you absolutely do care, and that's what you want to do. So how many collectors are there? So I wanted to show my wife because I do so much research on my investment called GameStop that I look at everything, right? Like I want to go find out that world. Like I remember when the NFT marketplace got released, and the NFT marketplace comes out, and we were like, okay, this is new. Like, what's the deal? And I took it upon myself. I was like, hell with that. I'm gonna go interview all these guys, and I just started doing interviews of every single launch day creator, and I got through more than half of them before they kicked the bucket on that program. But that's how I get. I want to know what's going on. So now when I look at GameStop and they're in the card world, I want to know what's going on. And I've been collecting cards since the 80s. My dad can tell you, Rico can tell you, everybody will tell you what we used to do. But now I'm full circle and I'm not a collector. I'm not a collector, guys. I'm a giver. So when the cards come through, and I open up a pack, I rip, and I get a great card. Like I get excited. I'm like, oh man, look at this. But I know I'm gonna give it away. Like I know I'm gonna give it away. I don't want anything from it. And I want people to experience that. I want to get other people involved in the hobby. So if people can find a way to want to do it, that's where I'm at. So I give away all my Shohei Otanis. I give away all my Dodger cards, all my Yankee cards, all my Mets cards. I give away everything. I just keep giving them away. And right now I have a whole bag full of cards. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna walk to the strip. I'm gonna have this bag, right, GameStop bag, filled with cards, and they're gonna be in the little penny sleeves and stuff. And I'm gonna give people the opportunity to pull from the bag. They're gonna be able to pull one card at a time or three cards at a time. Whoever we talk to, we're giving everyone a chance to pull a card, and then we'll talk about GameStop. So we'll talk about cards too. I was watching other YouTubers that speak bad about me personally, and a lot of it's just personal attacks. A lot of it's, oh, look how many years he's aged, and look at the content he's doing, and look what he's doing. None of them, none of them leave the house. None of them make content on the street, on their feet, go out there and canvas the crowd. None of them do it. They can't. They don't have it in them, right? They don't have them in to put themselves in front of a camera, in front of a stranger, and talk that nonsense that they're talking. So I'm never gonna not get out here and do this. Um, I'm built different. I'm built different. So yeah, I've taken a lot of money out of my own pocket, out of my family's pocket to travel and do videos and do content for GameStop. You know, at no fee. I'm not taking in any money on this. I promise you, I'm net negative on a lot of it, but it's all worth it in the end. It's education. I know people pay thousands and thousands of dollars for a college education. Well, guess what? I'm paying thousands and thousands of dollars for a financial education. You know, the way I speak about my investment, how it can never be negative, is just because I'm going to be positive. In the world of negatives, I choose to be positive. I choose to be this way. It's something as somebody asked me a long time ago, are you happy or are you sad? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, it's a choice, right? So the same thing, you know, you have a choice if you want to be informed or uninformed. That's your choice. Wake up and get the right info, get the right content, and go hang out with us. So I saw all the personal attacks I got last night from certain YouTubers about my video in Vegas, and that's cool. They're not in Vegas, right? They're not leaving their state to go out there. I mean, I'm on vacation, and think about what it took to tell the missus. Right? I tell my wife, I said, "Baby, you're going to record, and I'm going to shoot, and we're going to ask questions." My wife took 4 hours out of her vacation too to film, and we talked. And I was talking to people off the record, like that we didn't record. Hundreds of people. I'm talking the whole time. And we were exhausted after, but you know what? It was a good day. It was a good day of education. Certainly for her, because she's there front and center with me, and she's understanding like why I'm so bullish on the investment. Like, why do I look at these TikTokers breaking cards and what I feel is value and not? You know, I talked to somebody yesterday that's off the record. It wasn't on there. There was these three people. They're very rude. When I walked up, I was very genuine. I was nice. And it wasn't that I wasn't there to buy anything. They were just extremely rude with the idea that GameStop would come into their world that they covet, right? It's so covenant to them. Like they're like, yeah, what how would GameStop like it if we just started selling video games and we talked about it, and like they don't know anything about this hobby. So like people like that are so selfish with the idea that maybe GameStop's trying something genuine. They're reaching out to a market that's not there. That's what some people say. It's not there. There's no want. There's no like this other YouTuber was making videos about me and talking about me personally, and then comes out to say, "I don't see this happening for GameStop. I don't think it's going to work." And it was just like they've said that about everything. Every single idea GameStop comes out with. So my question is, what's your idea? What's your out? Like, what are you going to do that we're not doing? Like, what is it? Because it's not going out of business. It's raised more money than ever, and it's profitable, literally profitable, certainly with these margins. So I don't understand. Um, Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for enjoying the videos, man. I'm trying my best, Steve and Jay. Yeah, you know, it's one thing to follow the stock and follow the markets and talk about GameStop and be like, hey, check this out. Look at the charts today. Like, I'll give you this example, guys. I pay attention to a lot, and I turn it on, and I saw the majority of the S&P was red today, but NASDAQ went green. Like, these are the true indicators that this market is fraudulent. And I say fraudulent because it's like a void. It's like they only want you to see the optics, right? Red day, yet this is green. And why? Because it's carried by tech stocks, or it's carried by semiconductor, or it's carried by, what they call hyperscale stocks, these mega caps. So when you're carried that way, it's gonna skew the numbers. But there's a company that's not in the S&P 500. There's a company that's not being told, the real story's not being told on it. That's GameStop. So yeah, I'm here for you guys. And anyway, just passing the time while my wife gets ready, because we're gonna be going out. We're gonna be going downtown. I want to get to the Sphere tonight. But I don't know. Somebody just wrote in the Discord about Larry Chang and Ryan acknowledging this channel for all the hard work that we do and all that. No, I don't operate that way, guys. I know what one retweet could do. I know what one like or share of this channel could do. But they're not gonna do it. And I don't care. I know Toast is in charge of GameStop's social media, and you can imagine how I feel about Toast. Because you can't manipulate me. You can't shame me. You can't change me. Those dudes pumped out Playboy stock with the name of GameStop tied to it. And if people don't know the history of this whole market, the history of these meme stocks and these cheaters of the world, that's on them. If you're smart enough to know what the hell we're doing here and how long we've been doing it for, I challenge anyone to show me a YouTuber that has more integrity. I challenge you. So, super slick shirt. I need it. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, it's Mario as Easy E. Straight out of Compton, But it's pretty tight. And on the back it says like game over or whatever. It's pretty tight. But anyway, so how you guys been, man? That's why I love the channel, but love and truth and integrity and facts. Thank you, Sharon. Some people don't know. Some people are whatever. I give you a tour of the apartment here. We got the kitchen. We got a washer dryer over there. We got the living room where I watched the Dodgers win last night. You got the pool right downstairs. We got a Starbucks about maybe 40 feet away from my front door. I can't go into the bedroom because that's where all the action happens, and that's where my wife is. But I can sit over here on whatever, in the kitchen. I'll sit in the kitchen, in the dining room. But yeah, I'm chilling, guys. I'm on real carve out mode. I think we did the hot tub this morning. We did a whole thing in our room with a hot tub, and it was pretty great. But it was just too hot. But anyway, what's up? What's up? Life's up. That's what's going on. I never know like what's going on, like because I go live. Whenever I go live on my phone, we don't tend to get as many people in here. And it's weird. And I'm like, okay, well maybe because I'm not showing charts and I'm not playing music, and I just start to stream. Just want to stop by and say hi and thanks. Get back to the kid. Got to get back to the kid. That's cool, KK. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, Wendy. My wife really likes those Disney cards. She was like, "Why haven't you bought those before?" And because there's some really nice ones. They actually showed me like which cards are valuable and how you can read the rating on those cards. And then somebody was saying like, if you have the Elsa season 1, it's worth thousands. And I was like, what? So yeah, those cards, those Valcora cards or whatever they're called, they're pretty cool. But I've been collecting football and score right now. And what's the point? Because I'm just gonna give them away anyway. So that's what I'm doing. I keep slamming something over here. My thing. No notification for me. No notification. I just went to listen to music and saw you were live. That's cool. Listening to music. We've been listening to a lot of music. My wife and I. We're killing it over here. Well, then again, we're party animals, so I'm trying to set it up to where my phone can sit up straight. I'm trying. I don't know how it all works. I don't know how this thing works. I have this charger here, but no. Um, can you buy the crypto cards online? You know what's crazy? There was this guy. He was at a booth and he was really opinionated. And he's like, "Listen, we're launching our own gaming card. Blah blah blah." He had packs of them. He had all these cards that they're building. And then he goes, we grade our own cards. You know, he was negative about GameStop the whole time. Nah, what are those employees gonna know? And they're only offering me 50% on cards. And he's telling me all this stuff. And then he said, I had this downtown. He had a downtown, which is like a really rare card that everybody buys right now. And he goes, I had a downtown. It's where Anthony Edwards card, and it's 2,300. He goes, it's worth 2,300. So, and GameStop offered me $400 for it. It's a PSA, blah blah blah. He tells me, right? And I said, oh, so GameStop offered you 400. He's like, yeah. I was like, so where'd you get the 2,300 number from? I'm just curious. And he goes, well, that's what I saw it listed for. I go, no, so you're not understanding. You can list a card for any price you want. Doesn't mean you're gonna get it. So I let him cry about it to himself, but he was just like there's so many crybabies over there, bro, at the card show from like the actual vendors themselves. But there was so many people that agreed. And then you should see the people that were actually like attending the thing, they were listening. And they were like, wait a minute, I can grade my own cards? So then they really start thinking because the idea is to buy the cards non-graded, right? Raw, as they call it. Buy them raw and go grade them yourself. So if you were to buy a card that's worth like, let's just say raw 200, and you go turn it into GameStop for $15, $20, you literally can get it graded. And if it grades out at a 10, your $200 card just turned into a $600 card. So there's money to be made here. Now, I saw a YouTuber out there say GameStop is going to be getting backed up on inventory because they're going to be buying all these cards or trading in all these cards from people, and they're not going to be able to sell them. All this shit. Hilarious. If you saw the amount of people that were at that card show yesterday, that could, I mean, I honestly think people don't have any clue how big cards are. That show yesterday had thousands of people. Thousands. And we were there for 3 hours. This thing was going on for like six. And we were on the second day. And I go talk to the vendor and then one of the food vendors, and he was like, bro, and he was a GameStop guy. Oh my God. He had on this helmet, this hat. He had a backpack. He goes, I bought this from GameStop. My 10-year-old, I buy him everything at GameStop. Oh, yeah, that's cool because I have my GameStop shirt. We're talking. He goes, dude, yesterday you couldn't walk in here. It was so packed. So yeah, I think cards are bigger than what people can even imagine. And once people know that GameStop's doing it, that's the part that's going to be awesome. Because I spent my whole day yesterday telling people, like I literally made it a mission of mine to talk to as many people as I could to tell them the partnership between PSA and GameStop, and then explain the process. And this all comes from the videos that Carter's Quarter Pocket has showed me. The other ones that I've looked up myself. Even who's been reaching out to me? AMC Mike. We own the float. You guys know him, Clipper Mike. Mike's been talking to me. Mike buys a lot of cards and he sends them out for PSA already. So he was like, bro, GameStop's going to save me money, and he's going to go do it, make a video, and he'll get back to us. So that was it. Maybe Toe started to see the light. Better late than never, I guess. Or maybe Ryan Cohen talked to him and he wised up. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine. I can imagine they had to have that conversation, but I'm saying it. This is a world of politics, YouTube and Twitter and TikTok and all of it. It's all politics, dude. And I know it firsthand. I have a twin brother who's extremely well on his platform, and he's playing the politic role. I'm not doing terrible. The growth is there, the viewership is there. It's just you have to you have to kiss enough babies and shake enough hands, and I'm not giving in to the man. I'm not doing it. It's my platform. I'll do what I want, how I want to do it, and no one's gonna force me to do it otherwise, a different way. So I don't feel that we have violated any policies for YouTube. So I'm okay. You know, I can tell you right now, I have a huge problem with other platforms, that Bed Bath and Beyond platform. Huge problem with that, promoting attacks on women and the personal attacks of the racial slurs that they allow and all that. And I don't know how it's tolerated, or how people in the community interpret it otherwise. Like there should be zero tolerance on that. But if it were I honestly feel like there's the Donald Trump syndrome for me, where people love me and then they love to hate me. So then it doesn't matter the numbers, right? It doesn't matter how good of a game you can talk on GameStop fundamentals and the stock price and whatever. It's just, do we hate the man? That's all it is. We hate him and we're not watching him. And they hate me because I speak the truth. And that's what it is. So truth hurts, man. Truth hurts. So when you ask her, you say, hey, do you think, how would you rate yourself, 1 through 10? And they go, oh, I'm a 9. Oh, I'm a 10. And you go, okay. What's J Lo? Well, she's a 5 because she's a terrible this person. No, I don't know. Marantz, the people who speak the truth did attack the most. Thank you. Thank you so much. I can't say it enough. Thank you for what you do. Thanks, man. Doing my best, dude. Is this live? Bick, yes, I'm live, brother. I saw your pulls there on. I saw you got some really good pulls there on Pokemon. We'll be giving away a lot of Pokemon tomorrow, and I might even surprise some of you with the way we do our videos tomorrow. But my wife came up with this concept, and she's like, "Hey, I think you should do it this way." So wifey's really creative. So I'm listening to her on the next video that I make, and it's something that we should have been doing a while ago. So yeah, definitely we're gonna do it that way. And she's like, "Don't be cheesy." I was like, "Well, is the audio okay, guys? I need to know that too because I don't know if it's okay. Um, I usually don't go live like this on my phone, but no, it's cool. All right, so let's talk about position right now. I'm currently sitting on about 890 shares. I'm 110 away from 1,000. To get to 1,000, it's going to cost me around $2,300 right now, and it crossed my mind. Trust me. Just go take it right now, and we're at the bottom. We're at $20 and some change, but I didn't fully commit to the amount that I could have to get there. Instead of 120 shares that I needed this morning, I bought 10. That was it. But that was enough for me to know that I love this investment. I love where it's going, and I'm going to take my time. I'm going to get there. Now, here's the crazy part: GameStop might just blow up. This might be the week or next week where it starts going crazy because the chart shows me that it's ready to go. We have a time frame. I'm looking for November 14th, and I'm going to say this right now live on this chat, and it's going to be here forever, guys. November 14th of this year, which is 3 weeks away, 3.5 weeks, 4 weeks. I think GameStop, it's 4 weeks away, is going to kill the market. I think it's going to go up hardcore. I see the run coming. And if you want to know why I feel the run is coming, because it's my birthday. So I think this stock, listen, I'm going to say something so crazy, you meltdown, clip it, okay? I don't care. I think this stock talks to me in my sleep. I think that this stock knows my name. I think this stock holds my hand. You know, there's people out there that don't believe in this stock. Okay. There's people that say this stock never existed or it shouldn't. It's almost like Jesus. I'm just telling you, it's almost like Jesus. Because they go, like, I give you this example. Like in 100 years from now, I'll talk to you, Jay. You're my man, Jay. Listen, 100 years from now, no one's even going to know we existed. None of us. All right? I mean, they'll talk about it. Y'all remember so and so? Man, only in the memories of people that still want to talk about it. But maybe online, maybe it's a little different. We're here. Those 100 years turn to 1,000 years. There's going to be people who say that we never existed. It wasn't true. So atheists believe this, right? They go, well, Jesus isn't real. Show me. Show me the power of God. And I just go, oh, is that because you don't remember what happened 1,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago? Well, we're the same thing, guys. I know it sounds crazy to people. What I'm trying to tell you is there are atheists that don't believe in this, and then there's non-believers in the stock world that don't believe in this. It has the same morals, same parallels. You're gonna wish and pray. You're gonna hope and pray that you knew the GameStop investors before it all happened. That's us. So run it up, baby. That's what I tell my family. They think I'm nuts. And Wendy, you're not nuts. You know what's crazy though, Wendy? Um, Wendy's been with the channel since day one. Wendy's been one of my first subscribers for. She was here before 1,000. I can tell you that. Um, I know that for a fact. And you know what's the craziest part, Wendy? Like all of you guys, like you and Ruben and Pam, Vinny, Abe, like all these guys who showed up like Steve, my guy Steve in Phoenix and Arizona. Like you guys have all been around for years, right? Like years and years and years. And people probably think like you're wild, like you don't miss a show and you show up every show. You guys are there and you guys are entertained and the whole saga, the whole story of GameStop and this side of it. So like it blows my mind when people talk. Like I was talking to people yesterday and they're like, oh yeah, saw that documentary, Dumb Money? Oh man, saw that movie? Oh, saw this one, saw that, GameStop is a meme stock. Yeah. Yeah, remember that crazy run it had 4 years ago? They do that talk. Where like they talk about it like it already happened. Like they're not understanding like what we're looking at. Like we're literally looking at Ryan Cohen and GameStop making a profit. Almost $5 billion cash in the bank. And you've been holding it for 4 years and you've been like, all right, this is where we're headed. Your family's nuts for not believing in you. But I think, hey, they're a little crazy. They don't know. I hit a benchmark today, and I posted on the Discord. Uh, I officially have over $22,000 in this investment. It's a lot of money to me. It's not a lot of money to some people. Some people that came into large sums of money, went in deep, already had it. I had to build an infrastructure for 5 children, a wife, 2 dogs, and a cat. I have all these bills in front of me, and I still live life at my own pace. But to be able to put away 22K and to be disciplined about it, like my wife, we talked about this on the drive in. She's like, wow, it's not like a big secret, but it is. Like, she knew I was buying GameStop, but she doesn't know like at what click, at what rate, like. And I never jeopardize my expenses. I never do. And even now, I'm in Vegas right now, guys. And I haven't. We've been here for 4 days. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Oh, it's 3 days. We've been here for 3 days, and I have not gambled $1. Not a machine. No, nothing. Not $1. But I've spent $200 on what? Nothing. I didn't spend any money. I go park money. I go put it away forever. Some of you guys understand what I'm saying. Like, you should see the eyes that roll when I say I'm never selling. Not at these prices, right? Like, oh, he's never selling. What is he going to do when his investment goes down to $10? Like, what am I going to do when GameStop goes down to $10? I'm going to call the wife and let her know that we're not going out that week. That we're buying more. Like, get me to $10. Get me to 15. You guys can't even get me to 19. Meltdown. Come on, $18 at least. Do something. I challenge you. PlayStation's going full digital with PlayStation Pro. Console gaming. Oh, here we go, Phantom Vibe. How you doing? Moving to the full next generation. How does GameStop fit in? Phantom Vibe. Is this your can I invite you to the show? I want you to go live with me. So these are like these questions and these statements that you make, they're pretty dumb, but I'll let them sit where they sit. So here's the problem that I have with the world, okay, with all you guys out there. GameStop and PlayStation's going digital and games. It's like, why does it matter? Why does it matter what companies do? Why should that matter to GameStop? Like software sales for GameStop, just to give you an idea, video game sales represent 30% of their total revenue. 30%. Is that the end all and be all? No. If I took video games and dropped them off from GameStop, how about this? Show me the declining percentage. Go look at it. And this is what we call penetration. Show me the decline in penetration for software sales for GameStop. Not top line, not bottom line, not gross. Show me where GameStop has had a drop off on penetration for percentage of software sales. 30% is 30%. Because you can tell me PlayStation Pros are going to run digital, which you just stated, which is not even true. So here's how it works. Where are you going to buy the console at? What's the most bought product, period, for any console? It's not games. It's controllers. Controllers. The most expensive piece accessory to any game system. You're going to need a new controller every couple of years. Even after they stop making games, you're still going to need a controller. That's the truth. Go look at any retro gaming store. You know what they put all their value in? Controllers. You'll figure it out. Oh, stick drift. Buttons get stuck. It doesn't matter if they stop making those controllers. Where's the PlayStation 2 controllers? Where's the PS3 controllers? They're impossible to find. Super Nintendo controllers, there's aftermarket, not the originals. Possible to find. So, GameStop, what they need to focus on and what you need to focus on from an investment standpoint is profit margin. I don't care what they do, are they making better profit margins? There was this thing, somebody stated on one of these videos I was watching on TikTok, and it said Gray Wolf Resorts. And it was a water park, right? And somebody paid $500 to go to this water park. And I said, why the hell did I come here? It's just the size of a playground. And then they showed it on the camera. And I'm just like, oh, you didn't know? They were bought out by Apollo in 2012. Apollo cut everything out to make a profit. You're not getting anything for those value for those dollars. They then sold. They were actually bought out by Apollo for $700 million. And then Central View Partners bought them out, and then Blackstone bought them out. So like I said, private equity to private equity, right? The deal. $1.3 billion. Blackstone. And like 2016. So you tell me why some of these resorts out there are running naked skeleton crew, as we would call it. It's the same thing with healthcare. You have healthcare facilities that are like hospice facilities that are doing what? Giving you the skeleton crew, not giving you the full amount of people you should have on staff so that people can, pass comfortably and or live a good life. People are going to pay top dollar to put their family in there, but they're actually going to have one nurse on staff for, 40 people instead of three nurses on staff for 10 people. It's not enough. They cut despite their nose, right? So here's the problem. Everyone's trying to make a value. Everyone's trying to make a profit. What are you giving up if you're GameStop? Are you giving up these things to make a profit? No. GameStop's trying to give you back even more, but they're changing, they're transitioning, and that all comes into what we call culture, these culture coaches. And when you go through GameStop, it might take you a couple of years to adopt it, but the PSA, there's a culture involved, right? The hobby itself, there's a culture. Card collecting, card buying, card ripping, there's a culture. Gaming, there's a culture. Collectibles, Funko Pops were selling for $50 yesterday. There's a culture in the collecting of all of this. So when you're asking yourself, what are you going to do when GameStop goes digital? Well, there's a culture there. There's a culture for the PS Pro buyer, and then the buying of the actual, disk drive that is an accessory to that product. You can sell those too, but you're going to be selling things, and you're going to have to learn the shopper, right? The consumer. I've learned it. I've learned it by giving away things for free. What they want, what they don't, what they look at, what they cherish. I had these little moo things. I didn't even know what they were. Afro YouTube person, and they were lit up like crazy. Those are $5 at GameStop. Bought them for my nieces. They all loved them. So I think the biggest problem that you're going to have if you're talking down on GameStop is if you're not a gamer and you think you are. If you're not a collector and you think you are, or you think you know, if you're not in the hobby, if you're not those people, you really don't have an opinion on it. And that's why I've gone, full force. I don't half step, I don't jog, I run full speed. I run full speed at everything I do because, when you're taught that in sports, you don't get injured. But when I'm already in the world of collecting cards, like I knew that Upper Deck story for the last 5 years. I watched a documentary on it. Why did I watch it? Because I collected cards as a kid. I wanted to know. You look at my bookshelf, right, on my live stream shows. You look at my bookshelf and you tell me how I'm faking it. I have Super Nintendo games from when I grew up. I have my original Super Nintendo. I have Nintendo games. I have 64 games. I have the controllers. I have 3 PS4s. 3. I have a PS3 still. I have a PS2 still. Like I still have all this. I have a Wii. I have a Switch no one uses. I have a PS5. Like, ask yourself, are we faking this? We just decided the other day just to go, we're going to be GameStop investors. No, it's the best thing Almo ever told me. He said, Marantz, if it wasn't GameStop, would you be here making videos? Would you be talking about the stock in this investment? I said, absolutely not. Because the truth is, I'm not just a stock guy. I'm not just hey, I want to follow this stock to squeeze out shorts or to stop market manipulation. I don't give a shit about any of that. I'm a gamer. Straight up. When my wife met me, and we just talked about this morning, she goes, you used to not come out because you were playing WoW. I said, yeah, babe. I'm doing a WoW raid. I'll get at you after. I'm a gamer. And then you got these fake-ass YouTubers come out here and tell you that you're something else. You're trying to manipulate outcomes in people. Bro, let me know when I sell. Then we'll have those conversations. But until then, YouTubers, you know who you are. I won't even say your name. I won't even give you the dignity of saying your name anymore. Let me know when you make a video outside of your house. Let me know when you're walking the streets and talking to people. Let me know you want to pass on the right information, the correct information. Let me know you want to walk in here into this channel while I'm live and try to call me out for something that's not real. You can't. All of you have your own platforms. Defend yourself all you want. But to come for me, come for the king? Yeah, self-anointed, right? Nah, babe. I've been doing this too long. Don't worry about it. And guess what? I took it upon myself one day out of my vacation to go, hey, babe, let's go to this card show. What do you know? Clipped it, recorded it, and posted it all within 10 minutes. Didn't matter. No edits, no cuts. Marantz YouTube. You know where I'm at. You know where to find me. Any more questions before I raise up out of here? What's up, Marantz? Temecula in the house. Thank you. Loving the passion. Let's effing go. GameStop. I'm holding, not selling. Never scared. Thank you. It says 82 people watching, only 2 likes. On my end, it says 26 likes. But thank you so much. Does GameStop will do a PSA Vault next? Send your raw cards to GameStop, transfer it to PSA Vault, eBay, and Golden Auction. You know, Lowrider, I don't know everything about it. I'm just going through with it. Atari doing a making comeback. I have an Atari as well. How could I forget that? What's up, Marantz? That interview at the card show was epic. I've done a lot of them. Look at the whole. I have all the interviews all put into one clip. Thanks, guys. Don't forget, guys. Tomorrow, me and my team. I have one director right now. I have one person holding the camera, guys. Oh, I love it. And it's my wife. Bro, she was out there directing. Okay, no, too much lighting. Not the background. Step over here. All right, ready? Lights, camera, action. I loved it all. I loved it. Then my baby's out there. So it's a real team effort, and we're killing it. So tomorrow, though, Fremont, giving away tons of shit. Tons of shit. It's going to be great. I'm actually going to try to go to GameStop tomorrow or today and go shopping, buy some more stuff. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. But thank you so much. I'm holding, not selling, never scared. Thank you. I told my coworker they can grade their old baseball cards out of PSA by GameStop now, passing on the news. Sounds great. Just remember, GameStop's only going to buy 8, 9, and 10. Nothing above that. Or nothing below that, I should say. Coin grading would be cool, too. They already do coin grading. You just got to find the right places, man. Bunch of drunks on Fremont. Probably haggis herds, but we're going to go during the day, talk to families and kids, and look for the right people. I forgot to smash the like button. I usually just give my greetings and listen. Thank you, Pseudo. Appreciate that, guys. Well, anyway, guys, we went live while we're on vacation. I'm going to get going. I know the wife's probably almost ready. I thank you guys for everything. Thank you guys for all the support and love of the channel. Like I said, your efforts are not wasted, nor are mine. I'll be out here grinding for you, grinding for us. And, you never know what you're going to get on this channel. You never know the video that I'm going to pop out next. And I think yesterday's video is living proof of that. But I didn't tell the team. I didn't tell anybody, man. I just recorded. I always have a camera with me, have my microphones ready to go, and we're ready to do it. So I just want to say thank you to everybody out there for supporting us in the platform the way you do. Appreciate you guys. I won't be home for a while, but, I won't have my computer. I won't have all my charts, but at least I was able to go live today, and I'm happy we did it. The market closed. I saw everybody was red. But you know what? I like GameStop at $20.62, whatever it may be. So, I want 1,000 of them, and I'm gonna keep going until I get 1,000. So, thank you so much. Eating is good out there, sure, but it's a little different for us. We went grocery shopping because I'm down to save money. And think about it, we got enough groceries in there, enough snacks to eat up all. We never have to leave the room, but we will. We're gonna leave right now. So, thanks anyway. 51st Platoon, GME Elite Division, thank you so much. S&P 500 dividend. So, Jay, when it gets announced that GameStop's going to pass out a dividend, because that's going to be announced, when it happens, it's like when I get to really say I told you so. I already can say that now, but all those YouTubers, and you know who they are, they all talk about me personally. They talk about me personally. They don't ever talk about the info. They don't talk about the fundamentals. None of that. They, one of them said something about book value. Marantz, why do you always talk about book value? That's the value of GameStop if it were, to sell off to somebody and blah, blah. And it's like they don't even understand. That's not book value. Book value is shareholder equity. That's the name of the game. It's what are your assets minus your liabilities. If you paid off everything tomorrow, what are you really worth? What's your net worth? There's tangible book value. That's if you were going, bankrupt and you want to sell off of that end. Just know the tangible book value for GameStop is the same as book value because they don't have any goodwill. So it matters. It matters a lot. So they're all wrong. Every single person out there that spoke well about AMC was wrong, and we were right. Everyone who told you, Bed Bath & Beyond was something was wrong, and we're correct. Everyone that pushed that Mullen Automotive, they're wrong. Everyone that spoke well about Big Lots, they're wrong. You can tell me anything you want. Just don't tell me that Ryan Cohen's not successful and that GameStop's not the investment of your lifetime. Don't do it. Or show me your bet against it. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I'm going to see you around, millionaires. Peace. Thank you for everything, guys. I'm around.